Hello and welcome to our live reaction of the PlayStation State of Play. It is February 25th. We are super excited to hear what Sony has put together for us today. Before we get into that live reaction, guys, if you do feel so inclined, please do hit that subscribe button. Feel free to enlist in the Lunar Squadron and hit that notification bell right on next to it. It's going to let you know every single time that Nick or myself upload. Before we hit play here on this live reaction, it's just started. We're about 20 seconds out here. Nick, what do you think we're going to see in this State of Play today?
So this certainly came out of nowhere this week. They kind of just dropped the news a few days ago when I was scrolling through Twitter, so I didn't even know that this was a thing for February. So honestly, I don't expect much. I know everyone is like, oh, what about God of War? What about Horizon Forbidden West? I don't think they'll get a February State of Play. I feel like they're a little bigger than that. Probably something in the summer. I am expecting the MLB 21 trailer here. We're less than 2 months away from that game right now. It is a Sony entity. It makes sense. We haven't gotten the trailer yet. There's always a trailer every year. But I don't know. I'm just excited because they say we're seeing some PS5 stuff. PS5 games kind of suck right now. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So I'm just excited
really
to get some more news on PS5 stuff. So.
Yeah, I think we can say at the very least, whatever is shown here in this State of Play, props to Sony in a time where I think, at least, I don't know if I'm just speaking for myself here, but I feel like I've kind of lost my way in the terms of gaming with this new console generation launch. We were super hyped beforehand. I mean, we were making videos about our most anticipated games, and one by one, as they kept releasing, they were flops. And at this time, I'm really looking to this company that built this, super expensive piece of hardware to kind of tell me what I should be excited for right now. And unpromptedly, they've come out and they're doing this State of Play. So really nice from Sony. I really appreciate it. And I'm just kind of looking forward to anything that'll excite me here. I want them to show me something that I'm not expecting. That's what I want out of this. So
it's really true. Everything has been disappointing so far. Like, we had Destruction All-Stars on our top 10 games, disappointing. Our most anticipated game was Cyberpunk, and CDPR just makes excuses for why their game is such trash.
And I mean, that's not Sony's fault.
It's not
CDPR thing. But we're waiting for Sony to come in and just help us, Sony. Like, SIE Studios have been reliably the best, in my opinion. So I need SIE Studios to come out and say, listen here, clowns, this is how you release games.
It's true.
And, one thing I'm really hoping for here is some more details on this Ratchet Clank game that's coming out very soon. I'd love to see, maybe a gameplay demo or something, because it's very close to release now. I don't know the exact date, but I know it's close. It's coming. So
yeah, definitely.
Looking out for that. And I know, Nick, you said you're not really expecting a big announcement here, but would love to see something in the way of Horizon Forbidden West would be nice. I think God of War is a little far out, but who knows? Please surprise us. I don't think it's the venue, but you never know. Maybe a calendar or something. I don't know.
All right, you ready?
Anything. Yep.
All right, let's go ahead.
All right.
Let's jump right into Sony's February State of Play. Come on, Sony, surprise us.
Yeah, let's get into it. In 3, 2, 1, go.
It is starting. The clock has struck 0. What do you got for us, Sony?
I'm hoping for a sizzle reel here that...
I will say, I think we already confirmed that if that little thing at the beginning was for the entire sequence, I'm not expecting definitely God of War or maybe Horizon, because it looked like the highest rating was T. But there's lots of awesome updates in it. I don't know if that's a good,
astute observation.
I don't know if that's just for Crash, or if this is for everything. I'm here to give you the feature rundown on Crash Bandicoot 4. I can't say I care much about Crash Bandicoot. That might get me in trouble, but I can't say I've ever cared about this game.
I will say this looks silky in 4K 60.
Yeah, I mean,
I love Crash Bandicoot personally.
really,
I love Crash
have no
Kart.
attachment to
I love
those.
Crash Kart Racing. If you guys played Crash Kart Racing, like, you know how good that is. But I mean, I will say I get more excited by new IP at this point. But
Yeah.
for those of you who are excited for the retro content, I mean, Crash Bandicoot is definitely it. We also predicted way back when PlayStation All-Stars remake, and the more they delve into these older IP, the more we have, at least I think, a likelihood that they are going to have a crossover fighting game like PlayStation All-Stars. I want it back. Let me know in the comments if you guys want it back, but I'd love a nice 4K 60 PlayStation All-Stars featuring this new silky smooth Crash Bandicoot.
I need a big showing out of Sony, because Sony so far is the only company that I haven't had some sort of disappointment with in this next gen.
Yeah.
Like, Miles Morales is the only game where I was like, damn, that was good.
It was good,
even
but
then
it was like
short.
it was kind of like a tease though, because it was like, here's some really good next gen content, and then it's over in 4 hours. So
it was a glorified DLC. That's fine. It was a little preview of what's to come with the second Spider-Man game, but
I will say they're focusing on these activity cards again right now. And guys, I don't know about you, if you've got your PS5s, how much do you use those activity cards? I know a lot of game developers haven't been taking advantage of them, but like even those who have, I know last night we were playing some Cold War, and they have the activity cards there, but is that how we go to, you know, play our game modes? I don't know, not really.
I mean, the thing is the PS5 solid state is so damn fast that the game loads almost immediately, so you don't need it.
Yeah. Yeah, you really don't. And also, I think it's better fit for like single player games, but who knows?
It's a neat little graphic. It looks like it said Crash Bandicoot was March 12th.
Ooh.
That's just a few weeks away. This game is interesting.
Yeah, this game
Returnal,
is very
right?
interesting.
Hey everyone, we
Yeah.
at Housemarque are excited to give you this sneak peek.
Look at those particle physics.
In Returnal,
Sony
you
loves
play
their
as
particles.
Selene, an Astra scout.
I mean, dude, I paid a lot of money to get more particles, so
After receiving a mysterious
I can see each
signal,
one of those particles is every single penny that I paid for this
players will explore
PS5.
this inscrutable dark planet in search for answers and unfold mysteries, which
This
may
game looks
point to a
beautiful.
larger force at play.
I'll give it
Yeah,
that.
it does.
Whoa, that is not what I thought the gameplay was going to look like. This looks a little
Yeah,
more arcadey.
It definitely has that like Final Fantasy kind of look to it
It's a
in the
little arcadey
gameplay.
for me. I don't know if I like this. I was expecting
Were you
a little
hoping for more of like a
heavier
like
God
yeah.
of War or Uncharted type gameplay. This is very arcadey with like the health bars and the.
I mean, to
I don't
be
know if I
fair,
like
God of War
that.
has the health bars.
But this is. It kind of reminds me of.
Death is only the beginning.
I have to be careful what I say here. Of Horizon, the way the gameplay, which is not a bad thing. I loved it in Horizon because Horizon's one of the best games I've ever played, but I just don't know if it fits this style. Like they're going for this dark, kind of horror thriller style, and it looks.
Yeah, it
too
definitely is
arcadey.
something unique, isn't it, in that regard? Like a lot of those horror games have very minimalistic HUDs, and that's an interesting crosshair too.
I will say it does appear that every time you die and you come back, it's different, which is very interesting. Which I know that's what they were going after with this game. Was like
Yeah.
you kept like it was like Groundhog's Day. You just kept coming back, coming back, coming back.
I wonder why this isn't the first game dev we've seen go over that kind of style. What was that one like 2D shooter that's come out recently?
Oh,
the
there's that.
assassin one.
Yeah,
Where
Deathloop
you
that's
keep
coming. The Bethesda
Deathloop.
game.
Yeah, I wonder what it is about this generation where people, is it the solid state where they feel more empowered to do stuff like that?
Probably.
is
Honestly,
very-
that's why Ratchet and Clank is doing the like kind of
Yeah.
teleport thing. They were never able to do that on PS4.
I will say this art style. I'm not much for horror personally, just because I come to gaming to relax. But I love the art design. I think it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Definitely creepy.
Speaking of that Deathloop,
But
Last Bethesda game on Sony ever. It's got the potential
I
to
hope
be.
not. No, I need Indiana Jones on Sony, or else I'm gonna have to go buy an Xbox. So
they'll win. I will buy an Xbox for that Indiana
I'll buy
Jones
one
game.
for Indiana Jones.
I will
'cause
hate
love Indiana
every
Jones.
waking moment of having to go spend that kind of money on that, but I will do it.
Yeah. I also do not want to own an Xbox. I like having one console, but
Damn
I
you,
mean, if they're
Spencer
gonna take-
Knight.
Next, let's take a closer look
They're gonna
at
take
a
indie from me.
high-impact new
That's
PS4
unacceptable.
game called Knockout
How do we
City.
feel about the fact that they're still talking about PS4 games? Like,
Yeah, I need this to. I mean, we're still in this period
we're
now
still
where
really transitioning.
the PS5, the PS5 especially right now in this economy isn't really attainable for a lot of people.
No, it's true. It's very hard to
so
get the
I can-
PS5.
So I can see why Sony wants to take care of the PS4, but that doesn't mean that it's appropriate to be neglecting PS5 in terms of new content. Like, the release window was rough, like we said. So I'm fine with this as long as you.
Looks like some glorified dodgeball right now.
A well-timed catch
Honestly.
powers up the balls.
It's kinda cool.
Interesting.
I'm not going to be too hyped about it because this gives me very similar vibes to like the Destruction All-Stars and that Rocket
Yeah.
PvP game, and it's like every time I've gotten excited about one of those,
I can only throw a
disappoints.
ball. I can only throw a ball at somebody so many times before I'm like, okay, like I've thrown a ball at somebody.
This definitely looks like a game where it's like you play it for like a couple rounds and then you're like, all right, I'm done.
I will say I'm seeing frame rate drops even in their demo. Should that be concerning?
It's a demo.
We're playing a Back Alley
Um,
Brawl.
I mean, but they usually want to show off their best, right?
This to me
Sniper
screams
ball?
PS Plus.
You know what?
Oh
This-
my god, he just
Before they have a chance to react.
lit that dude up.
Beyond
Dude,
special
it's
balls,
a sniper
each
ball,
map
man.
features a unique mechanic.
I gotta say,
Back
this
Alley
kind
Brawl,
of
you can hop into
this
a
kind of
tree,
makes me
get
want
away,
like
or
a
use them to
Quidditch
sneak up on your
game.
opponents.
I don't know why.
Where the hell do you get Quidditch from
You
this?
can literally be
I have no idea. I think it was like
for your
the
teammate.
tiny ball reminded me of a snitch. I don't know. Oh, it's those wings on her back. I don't know.
Launch them high into the air with an
This
ultimate throw,
screams
land in a
March or
huge
April
instant KO
PlayStation Plus
explosion.
game.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get this one for free, guys.
The team here at
Like, I'm not paying for this. I would like to try it, so I hope it's free, but I'm not paying for it. This is a very
I will say, like,
one-dimensional
I
game.
am.
Everyone is throwing a ball at each other. Like, how many times are they going to show us the same scene of someone throwing a ball at? It's the same thing. It's
And it doesn't look like there's much by way of like dodge mechanics either, because
cross-play beta, so it's going to be on.
interesting.
Oh, it's an EA game. Oh God.
Okay, excitement has
boy.
died. EA.
Time for something
Yeah,
new.
Anytime I see that
Here's your
stupid
first look at an
logo,
upcoming PS5 game from the team
EA
at
's.
Slow Clap.
they always spend so much money on their graphics.
Slow
Their
clap.
transitionary graphics. This said this was captured on PS5.
This is a very interesting art style.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of like, it looks like it's like watercolor almost.
Yeah,
Because you
that's
kind of have like
that could
those
be cool.
watercolor streaks. You know what this is
Actually,
making me
really like
want?
this.
Makes
What,
me want a
John
John
Wick?
Wick, yeah.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. This is like kind of this is kind of John Wicky. I don't know. We're just on the same wavelength today. Ooh.
Hey, John Wick-ish. He kind of looks like John Wick there.
Like a Chinese John Wick.
He's got like the facial hair and the longer hair. Hey, nightclub John Wick. John Wick.
I like the destruction mechanic and the music. The music's kind of John Wicky.
This looks very... Whoa. That was freaky. I could kind of vibe with this.
Sifu. I like Sifu. I like seafood.
I could vibe with that. It doesn't look like it's
Is it
gonna be
pronounced
very...
Shifu or Sifu? I think that means master.
Sifu, coming to the
I don't know.
PS5 console later this year.
You know more than I will. I'm
Now
not
let's
even gonna
get an
try.
update on
I used to do
Epic
karate
PS5
back in the
adventure
day.
partnership.
Now, Solar Ash is a
Got a
game I
date.
have absolutely no interest in at all. This game,
Why? That's a cool black hole.
like, yeah, that's great. Cool Event Horizon, that's sick. But they showed this game off at the PS5 event last June. Was that when it was? June?
Yeah.
God, it's been. Oh my God, it's been so long. Time has
Oh
flown.
my god, yeah.
They showed.
It
this
looks
game
kind of
off
like
there.
No Man's Sky in terms of the art.
It looks, yeah, the pink grass and the,
Yeah.
it just, it's like
Solar
Journey,
Ash.
it's like Journey, Flower, it's kind of like,
Solar Ash is a
like,
huge, stylish 3D platformer.
let's
focused
see.
on
This is definitely the sort of game I expected to see at this
inside
conference,
a
though.
giant black hole.
Yeah,
The
that's
Ultra
why
Black
I
Hole,
was a little
which is
worried about
consuming
this
everything in its path.
mid or late February
Flies
state
Red,
of play.
Iron
Like,
Void Runner,
it's
push
exciting,
back
but
into this terrifying
Anything
No.
they show here is better than
Last-ditch
whatever
effort to
Xbox
save
is
the
showing
homeworld.
their consumers, so
Ray is extremely
They're
agile.
not showing them
and can
anything.
speed across the world with
That's my
abilities
point.
akin to Sifu. On the ashen clouds,
I just want, you gotta give us something. Something to be excited about, Sony. So,
at its
You know what
core,
I'd love
Solar
for
Ash is a game about
also
the
is if one of these games, like this scale, excited me. Like if
I
I
know.
thought, like just from looking at them, like on the surface, I'm not gonna like this game, and then they show a demo, and I'm like, oh wow, this is cool. But I don't know right now.
if you're
About
into
this.
these games like Solar Ash,
You'll
and
find yourself
please,
face-to-face
like,
with
what,
the past
I'm honestly interested. What about these
Our
games
combat system is
hooks
simple,
you? Like,
fast, and fluid.
because I'm watching this and I'm just kind of like, I will never play this game. Like, I see nothing that makes me want to
As
play
you
this
explore
game.
the
So,
Ultra Void,
what
enemy
about it?
enemies
Is it the
escape
company and their
from the
reputation and the
side.
stuff they've made before, or
Some of these creatures
Do you
require
just like
speed,
platformers
precise
in
timing.
the spacey medium? It looks kind of like, I don't
Like-
know. Oh shit. My stream like paused for a second, but it's back.
Ray will eventually need to face the massive sentinels at this void. Wretched, starved beasts that hold the key to her quest.
a very long gameplay trailer?
I mean, this looks kind of cool.
It's like a
This, like,
glorifying
bigger scale.
space skating simulator.
Solar Ash is Heart Machine's
Yeah.
vision of the adventure platformer. The giant spaces, the feel of movement, the flow of combat, and the high-stakes battles atop enormous beasts all come together to bring players something we think is incredibly
The
unique.
problem
and
is
more
this
importantly,
kind of game
fun.
just doesn't scream next gen to me.
This game is a labor of love.
Yeah, unless they up the
on
scale
Heart
like
Machine
crazy, but
We're
it
excited
looks
to
like
bring Solar
besides
Ash to
the
PS5 and PS4
snake
later this
thing,
year.
the scale's kind of. I don't know.
Like,
I don't know, guys.
Nothing about
if you're
that,
excited
but
for
it
this one, let
doesn't
me
get
know.
If you're a fan
Um,
of scary games, this next one is for you.
So,
Scary games. Okay.
were they showing off 10 games total or 10 games each?
It's a good question. I hope it's 10 games each, obviously, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it. There's no way. That's asking for a lot. What the hell is this?
Okay. I see we're
Is this that?
we're on our shit again.
Is this?
Oh,
that
this is the Freddy's, Five Nights at
yeah.
Freddy's.
Again, another game, but it's like, no, it's a no for me.
What are you not into it? The online.
This is weird. This is weird. It's so weird. I don't vibe with this at all.
I'd like to see gameplay, perhaps.
Gregory, we can
No,
get you out of here.
I
You and me together.
No.
Have you
Nothing
played?
can-
This is a sequel
yeah.
to something? I've never played the
They
first
won't
Five
stop
Nights at
hunting you.
Freddy's.
None of them will
So-
stop hunting you.
Is Chris a fan of this?
No, I don't think so at all.
No.
We have to get you out by morning.
I know that this will have a significant player base, though, so
Oh, I'm sure it will. The first one was.
there.
First one had its niche community.
I guess I like the environment for a horror. Like, it's a good stage for horror, I guess, like with the ball pit and the arcade look to it. But Five Nights at the McDonald's Play Place. I don't know if it's for me.
Yeah, no.
Although there is something horrific about a McDonald's Play Place, especially during a pandemic.
Yeah, that's the horror itself. Is the
That was a chilling
McDonald's
new
Play
look at
Place.
Five Nights at
Yeah.
Freddy's
Those
security.
things are never coming
I don't know.
back.
I don't know if those are those are gone. I think
Yeah,
if you guys
back.
loved
No.
Oh
it's
my
not.
god.
This got us into so much trouble.
Yeah, we got into a lot of trouble about Oddworld.
Making fun of it.
Yeah, listen,
I'm not sorry.
I know there are
I'd
a
like
lot
to
of
take
people
this opportunity
who,
to apologize to absolutely nobody.
absolutely nobody. I know there are a lot of people who, like, basically, if you guys didn't know, back during the PS5 conference, we were just kind of making fun of the fact that we're still on platformers after, you know, how many years of gaming. 2D platformer is really, like, you know, still happening. And we got a lot of flack for that, so I will say it looks like a great platformer, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like what a next-gen platformer would look like. I guess this
Yeah,
game
I
has a
just
very
can't-
niche following that I wasn't aware of. Honestly, I had never heard
Yeah.
of Oddworld before the conference last year, so apparently this has a pretty big niche following, but
I say it like the animation, it looks great. I'm gonna compliment the game so I don't get killed here. It looks good, right?
I mean, yeah, it looks fine. I'm just, again, it's another game where I'm just, you know, maybe I'm being a little too, asking for a little much, but, like, I feel like an entitled gamer,
I definitely-
honestly, where it's like,
I
this
listen.
doesn't
We
excite
both
me,
know
this game
what
sucks, blah, 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 blah.
we both know what type of games we're into. We like those cinematic, usually over-the-shoulder games. Like I'm open to first person if it's cinematic, but I like more of the cinematic gaming experience personally. Personally, we can all like what we like, right? That's why we have all these options and all these studios. You know, platformers for me were kind of like fun as a kid, but that's also because as a kid, gaming architecture was very limited. Like that's what you know, a lot of studios could make were platformers. But now, you know, with gaming architecture in the state that it is, these game developers can make cinematic experiences at relatively low costs, whereas before only the large game developers were doing the cinematic experiences. So I don't know. That's just me.
I'll give this game some credit. It looks like it's got a lot of depth to it. It looks like there's a lot going on here. They've shown a lot of different environments.
It looks like they do have a story.
Yeah,
to
it
Like,
definitely
there is
looks like
maybe
there's
there
a
is some
nice
cinematic.
story. But I will say, honestly, the next game that I'm expecting to thoroughly enjoy is probably Ratchet and Clank in June. Until
Yeah,
then, it's gonna be, you know, MLB and Chell and Cold War until then, probably. MLB 21 comes out at the end of April, so that's cool. Looking forward to that, obviously. Next gen MLB.
I need my Lego Star Wars, please.
I'm telling
my
you,
Lego
man,
Star Wars.
I
know it's gonna get
starting to
another
think it's
delay,
getting
probably.
delayed. I really am starting
I know
to
it's probably getting another delay. But
that, or they have the worst marketing scheme in the history of gaming, which wouldn't be a surprise because the marketing for Episode 9 2 years ago was really bad also, so maybe that's...
Did we have a release date on Oddworld before, or is that brand new? The April 6th date.
That I didn't know.
April
Wait, does that
6th.
say it's... Is that free on PlayStation Plus? Is that what that's saying?
Yeah.
Oh, hey!
Oh, I'm interested in Kenna. I'm
This
very
game
interested
gets
in
me
Kenna.
interested. We were going to have this on our top 10 anticipated, but we turned it into an honorable mention because of its length.
Yeah, we found out that it was a very like minimal experience in terms of duration.
Very, very disappointing.
But it looks so good.
This game,
like, oh my god, the art style looks like it's made by a Pixar studio. Honestly, like it looks so good.
Hoping we get a new release date.
And that's just adorable. Ember Lab.
And I'm hoping
looks like they've got something cooking there.
In their delay, it's not possible given game development probably, but added a little bit, made it a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
I get what the guy was going for when he was like, oh yeah, you could sit down and finish this in a weekend, like trying to present that as some positive, but I don't.
It's not really for me. I kind of want like. I want depth in my games, especially considering that they're $70 now.
That looks so good. The scope of this game looks insane.
Yeah.
And the facial animations, top notch, especially for a new indie studio. Top notch facial animations there.
I'm hoping the limited scale of this game is because it's kind of an indie developer and they're, you know, hopefully this game does really well and then they can afford to produce a big scale project. But wow, this is exactly what I'm saying. That
Yeah, that's the kind of
nowadays,
gameplay I want.
you would expect like this to be a large studio making a game this beautiful, but nowadays with current architecture, this is possible. And that's what excites me most about the next generation, is that more people have access to making these experiences. It looks so
sick.
good. I'm really excited to
about
get
this
into this
one.
game. Yeah.
Kind of has like some Horizon.
It does have that
gameplay,
Horizon,
slow motion.
yeah, the slow mo,
bow
and the art,
energy,
the bow, yeah.
the environment, kind of that.
It's got kind of like a
Everything.
Pikmin vibe to it with the little dudes.
We got some Assassin's Creed style climbing, and yeah, this game looks good. I'm excited about this one. Hopefully, it's as soon.
Ooh, we got some Ghost of Tsushima action going
Interesting.
on.
She's
The
got a mask.
Oh boy.
Damn. Oh damn. That doesn't seem good.
Really dig the particle effects.
Please be a friendly release date.
Underrated aspect of this game, the music sounds really good.
August?
And I'm a sucker for music.
August?
Now let's settle in for a stylish new look at
I can't
Deathloop.
say I'm surprised, Nick.
First-person
I
shooter
can't say I'm
am.
surprised.
at Arcane.
Ah, that disappoints me. August?
What were you expecting?
Like, May?
Speaking of Deathloop, you guys want to hear more about Deathloop? I actually think this game could be fun.
That was a shot to the heart.
What, the August?
Yeah.
You're still on the August.
Yeah, well, some of us have to be in school in August now.
Yeah, well, some of us are starting as associate attorneys in August, so. Touche.
Oh my gosh. August. Damn, that hurt. That one hurt a little bit. Ouch.
To be fair, Nick, apparently it only takes a weekend to finish. So if you're, in law school, you take a weekend. It'll take you a month to play through, but you'll be fine. Between all of your readings and getting yelled at by professors.
Ouch. August 24th. That hurts. Man.
Yeah,
I can't even pay attention to this Deathloop game right now. I'm reeling from this. August.
Dude's going into cardiac arrest over there.
What
I'm enjoying
happened in
this
this
Deathloop
game?
trailer.
They delayed the game almost a year. What the hell happened? Wasn't that supposed to be a release
It's
title?
a smaller studio. It's a smaller studio. COVID, dude.
I guess. Yeah, but then
with
why
this
was...
pandemic, these smaller studios are getting hurt the most. Trust me.
that wasn't an issue. That was not an issue last summer when we were in the middle of the pandemic and they were announcing the release date. I guess I'm just so sick of companies giving release dates.
Well, what was their first release date?
I don't even remember. I thought it was a launch window game. I'm so burned by CDPR and Cyberpunk, and it's like, stop giving us release dates just to tell us something. Like, when it's ready,
Yeah,
it's ready.
I'm looking at you, TT Games with Lego Star Wars. I'm looking at you.
Like,
If you told me May, so like, right? Didn't they say
What?
May?
And like, yeah, and well, they never said May. Originally, it was October, wasn't it? October 30th
Yeah.
of last year. Like, we're multiple months into this delay with no
I
end
will
in
say,
sight.
Deathloop looks good.
Looks cool.
I want to play. It's one that I want to get my hands on and try.
I feel like this would be
I love
something I'd like to sit down and play with probably you, I guess. I don't know if I
Yeah, I saw-
myself.
Well, it definitely does have some really cool animations. I saw this thing recently about how the nail gun mechanics work with the DualShock, or the DualSense rather, and they said that you can like feel nails in your controller. That sounds really cool. I want more DualSense functionality in my game, so
I'm really just hoping for an MLB 21 trailer to see if there's any new legends they added to this year's game, because there's always a big legend reveal at the end. Ooh, what's this?
Oh boy, we got trains.
Oh, never mind. We're gonna get in trouble for this
Final
one too.
Fantasy. No, we love Final Fantasy, right?
No.
Yeah, we never really been into it, guys.
Never really been into it. It's an overstatement.
What, have you actively hated Final Fantasy?
I haven't actively hated it. Every time I see the game, I already know that like that's not for me. The oversized swords and the no.
Yeah, I guess if
how the hell is he holding that sword up? That thing probably weighs at least a couple hundred pounds.
It's because he's really strong, dude. It's the anime art style. You gotta respect it. She's dressed like a teddy bear, or something. Okay.
The animation.
She's playing with the freaking Fushigi. You guys remember Fushigi? She's literally doing
looks
that.
like a Pokeball.
I'm back.
There you are.
Glowing Pokeball.
Someone's been expecting you. What took you?
Sorry about that.
What
What the
took
hell is she
you?
wearing?
I'm so
She did not finish her sentence.
Where's Cloud? We lost him. You what?
He will be okay though, right?
Well, of course
Man,
he will.
the thing I've been most excited for through this state of play, and they've ripped my damn heart out with it.
Better not.
I mean,
It's that
It
on
looks
top
good
of
at
the
least.
fact that Cyberpunk, I'm never gonna get to play Cyberpunk
We gotta
like the next gen. Now that they're aiming for, if originally it was second half of 2021 before they got hacked.
yeah,
hacked
we
in
were kind of looking
quotations,
forward to
hacked.
that. Like, we were looking for that like summer to play it, and well,
I bet
you
I
were at
would-
least. I'm studying for the bar this summer.
I will bet you that the next gen Cyberpunk is not out until 2022.
No freaking way!
I will say, dude, for people who are excited for Final Fantasy, this like the graphics and scale of this game look incredible.
Yeah, I'm sure
Like, this
this
looks
is-
really good.
I'm sure this is very exciting for the people who will play this game. 'Cause
Like this
it
looks
good.
outstanding.
Graphically,
It looks
good.
outstanding.
Got it.
Whatever it is they're planning, you're better off out of it.
We deserve
Wow.
So, again, I'm not privy to the Final Fantasy universe. Is this a remake or is this a new game? Because I know they like doing their.
This is
remakes.
I think this is new. I think this is new, but I'm also, you know, not a weeaboo, so. Oh,
Nope,
it is
remake.
a remake. Never
Yep.
mind.
They
Never
like-
mind.
They really like their remakes.
Never mind.
Begin.
I don't even know why I tried. It just looks new because it looks good.
Square Enix. This isn't even Square Enix's best IP. I said it.
Yeah, that's definitely Just Cause.
Square Enix was at the Nintendo showcase last week, and they released a very, very weird game. Well, announced a very weird looking game that I was shocked that it was Square Enix.
I think these side-by-side PS5 and PS4 are flattering the fact that this runs so well on the PS4.
Yeah, I'm not.
At least in my opinion.
It just looks like they kind of color corrected it.
Yeah, I'm more so impressed by the PS4, not the.
Like the lighting
Not
is
the
better. They
PS5
added some
side.
better lighting and they color corrected it.
Yeah, not really that.
And
Substantial.
they changed the field of view a little bit. Oh, they added
What if
fog
they-
effects. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Which
Ah,
fog
yeah,
effects
there's
are
totally
just a
fog.
fog effects is just a dev trick to hide frame rate.
Yeah. Lighting? Oh.
Lighting.
Oh, that lamp is lampier than the other lamp.
Ooh.
Oh, the ray
Reflections.
tracing on that. That
And color
I remember
correction.
that for me, the Spider-Man Miles Morales was like the ray tracing simulator for everyone. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, look, ray tracing! Look at these reflections." For me, like ray tracing is nice, but like I don't know. I don't really like stop
Loading
and look at my
times.
reflection in a game. Oh. I'd hope so. Because remember how long Monster
that
Hunter
was
World
pretty
took to
quick.
load stuff?
We don't talk about that game.
Monster Hunter World was interesting
Photo
experience.
mode. Because everyone's got to have a photo mode these days.
Oh damn! Look at those photos. Faster photos.
Stronger photos. More platform.
More megapixel photos. Oh my god. I will say this drill thing that they've shown off like 4 or 5 times looks really cool. I don't know what the hell that is, but
The reason they keep showing it.
it's the only cool thing they have. Is that what you're saying?
You see that?
I have to imagine we're getting near the end of this state of play. Come on, drop us something big here.
Yeah, can we get a bombshell here, please? Something for the boys, please. Interesting. Ah, okay. This should be expected by people.
This is just a remake of the remake.
Wait, so if you buy the PS4 copy, you get the PS5 copy for free. Does that mean when you buy a PS5 copy, you get a PS4 copy for free?
Remake Integrate, coming to the PS5 console
probably
later
not.
this year.
Probably not. So what stops me
And
from
that's
buying a
our show.
PS4 copy,
We
get
hope
2
you're
copies
as
for free?
excited as we are for
I
what's to
mean,
come in
nothing. You'll get it
2021.
now. I think it's
See you next
out.
time.
Go play it now if you want to.
All right.
Is it frozen?
Is that
Is that it?
what's going on?
What's going on here?
Sony
Is it-
help.
This seems like they're done. Sony. Surely that's
Yeah.
not everything.
I think it is, man.
Oof. That's a yikes. Wow, that's it. That's all you have, Sony. You've hyped it up for a few days, and that's the best you could do. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm usually
gotta say,
I'm very forgiving of Sony, but that was that's
you could have at the very least shown off MLB The Show for, a significant portion of your audience who would have been excited in seeing, the new show. It's not like they don't have anything to show with the game. They do. Yeah. In terms of, grading this state of play, we didn't really think that it was going to be anything big. It wasn't. The fact that they haven't shown off Ratchet and Clank in this, for me, is... How does that add up?
yeah, that was
That's like a sitting... That's low-hanging fruit, guys. Like, I expect to see that, because, I mean, let me see the release date on this.
June 11th, something like that. I think it's June 11th.
Is it?
I think so. It's that first part of June. I'll just say that seemed easy. MLB 21 coming out in less than 2 months from one of your main developers. You have your logo all over it. We still haven't gotten a trailer. You dropped the ball on this one, Sony. I'll be honest.
I mean,
you really dropped the ball
at the
on
end
this
of
one.
I can understand with titles like Forbidden West, with titles like Gran Turismo, which is way out in, I think, 2022, and like God of War, which we only got the title screen. I can understand not seeing those. But then you have these titles like Ratchet and Clank, which are coming out in June. And, I guess it doesn't matter whether or not, like, we've seen it from a concrete perspective. But like I said, this is a time where us gamers we're kind of getting shafted in terms of we've paid a lot of money for these consoles and the release window's been rough. So anything you can give us to get excited for these events would just be nice. It would just be nice, and I don't think we showed enough, honestly. Like, getting a late release for Kenna, getting, a little bit more of a look at titles like Oddworld, Returnal. These are like those tertiary titles where, you have your small cult followings, and I know there'll be some people in the comments yelling at me that I'm forgetting about Final Fantasy, but the truth of the matter is
It's a remake of a remake.
There's a significant amount of people who aren't excited about Final Fantasy. Like, I get that it's got its cult following. I get that. But, like, I'm talking about it, like Nick said, remake of a remake. I want some new IP that is, intriguing. The only new IP I see that's intriguing here for me is Kenna, and that's been seemingly delayed out the ass with a August release. So, and not only is it delayed, but it's going to be I think another Miles Morales in terms of its length. So it's dark times, honestly. I think this is dark times, bro.
I went into this hoping to feel better about the state of gaming on PS5, and I feel worse.
I think it's dark times, guys. I needed like, one of these studios to like come in
and what should I be excited about in the next few months?
Do something.
Man, all right.
Dude, I don't know.
I'm looking forward to Kenna in August. I don't want to linger on this for too long.
Yeah.
I
better get my Lego Star Wars, and it better look good soon. That's what I'm looking forward to in gaming right now. So
MLB 21 is all I got for the foreseeable future. Anyway, guys, once again,
had more.
I do wish I had more. Once again, if you are new to the channel, we would love to have you as always. Just go down below this video, hit that little subscribe button and the bell notification right on next to it. It will notify you every single time that we upload, which will be just in a short few hours actually after this video comes out, because there is a new WandaVision episode late tonight, early tomorrow morning.
We're excited for that.
It's going to be a rough Friday at work, but you know what? We'll get through it. Love the grind. That's why we do it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Sony, be better. Don't apologize. Be better. We expect more from you.
Don't be sorry. Be better.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us again today. Hopefully next time it will be better. And we will see you all next time.